Hey, here's my weight loss chart for June, July, and August, and how well I've done or how well I've done not done. If you'd like to see more about this, tips and tricks, stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's weigh-in Friday. Actually, it's weigh-in Thursday. So, hey, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So I'm glad that you're back. For the new people, if you really like what you see, I really be greatly appreciated if you hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe down below. Hit that little red thing, that little bread bar, turn it to white. It's actually pretty cool when it turns to white. And then hit that little bell icon next to it so you get notified when I have new videos that are coming out. So it's weigh-in Friday, but we're gonna do it on Thursday. It's a holiday weekend, so I'm gonna do it a day ahead. I took the day off. My wife and I took tomorrow off. So we're actually going to go out and do a couple things this weekend. So I kind of wanted to do this ahead of time so we get this out of the way, just so that we could spend some family quality time together, because we need to do that occasionally, right? So take your wife out or your spouse out and have a nice date night out or a nice weekend out. So that's what we're going to do. We got a couple of videos up ahead. So we'll put this one out for Friday and maybe even Saturday, and then we have a couple more already recorded for the weekend, so that we can pop another one or two out on the weekend, so that you have something to watch, so you don't forget about me. So right. So today we're gonna go through the introductory, right? So that's what we're doing now, and then we're gonna go into the fitness piece of it. I have to tell you on the fitness piece of it, I had to mute the music in the gym because of the fact that I've gotten hit 2 weeks in a row with copyright restrictions, because of the fact that I was playing music and they could hear it in the background when I was in there. Even one of them I muted and I put in different music, and they still hit me on that, and it was supposedly free music. But anyway, so I just kind of muted it. So please sit through it, hum through it, or whatever you want to do. It's short clips, a couple of minutes, or a minute or so. So hopefully it's not too bad. I'll figure out a way to do that with the music. I got to figure out how to do that so that I don't get hit with these copyright infringements, right? So, also, I've been watching a lot about Maria Emmerich's different recordings that she's done. I actually watched her at Ketocon about a year ago. I watched a video from that. It was very interesting how she talks. If you don't know who Maria Emmerich is, she's the one that's kind of writes a lot of the protein sparing, modifying, fasting breads and different things of that nature. She's the one that kind of came up with a lot of that stuff that everybody's kind of running off of right now. So she does a great job, but she does some interesting interviews and talking. She's been doing keto for over 20 years. So if you ever get a chance to go out there and check her link out, go check her link out. She was at Ketocon. She was just here in San Diego on the West Coast talking at the low carb convention here. I know she's coming in October to speak at the Las Vegas Ketocon there. So she's out and she's on one of those circuits, and she goes to a lot of the big shows and stuff like that and speaks at them and stuff. So her and her husband are really well known in the keto, low carb, weight loss world. So if you don't know her, go take a look at her, look her up. She has her own little macro calculator out there. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. I just found it kind of interesting. She talked a lot about things that make you stall, and again, how you should be doing keto. And she has her own philosophy. She's kind of says that she's done keto every way imaginable and still learning and still trying new things. But it was kind of interesting how she puts a spin on it and talks a little bit about total carbs versus net carbs and what you should minus and what you shouldn't take out and that kind of stuff. So I found it really interesting. So if you get a chance, I'll put a link down below. Go down there after you watch my video. Go down there and check it out and go watch her on that Comic-Con. I think you'll find it really interesting. She was also with the Two Crazy Ketos I think about a week ago. She did an interview with them as well, which was quite fascinating. So she actually has a cookbook she just came out with for sugar-free kids. So if you want to keep sugar away from your kids, she came out with a cookbook for kids so they can have wonderful treats that aren't sugar loaded with sugar, right? So So that's kind of, we'll talk a little bit more about her and how that pertains to this. I did start this week doing a I guess you call it protein sparing modifying fast. So Janet up in Canada has been doing it. So I've been watching her do it, and she's been pretty successful with it. I've been pretty successful with the way I've been doing it as well, I think, but I'd kind of like to speed it up a little bit. So I'm going to do this just to see if I can get too close to my goal. I'm pretty close already, but I just like to get there, and then I'll go back to maintenance mode once I get there. We'll talk more about that, how to figure that out. That's another beast, right? So we're going to go through that. So I'm going to talk about go through the intro. That's what I'm doing now. I'm going to talk about fitness, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about how did I do this week on weight loss. Did I gain? Did I lose? Did I stay the same? And then after that, we'll talk a little bit about my carbs and my food for the week, and kind of go through all that stuff. And then we'll talk a little bit about the closing statements and my thoughts and stuff of that nature. Again, this is a Labor Day weekend. If we do go away, generally, hate to say it, but sometimes we digress, right, a little bit. But that's okay. That we have a good time. We enjoy ourselves. I know that when I get back, I get right back on the horse. If you fall off, you have to get right back on it. Don't get off it and say, oh, geez, I failed today. I'm going to fail. No sense of doing it tomorrow. I'm going to wait till Monday to do it, or Tuesday. You fall off today, you got to get right back on it tomorrow or tonight or whenever it is. You just got to get back to it. So stay positive. Let's help each other. Let's make the community so that we're supportive, and let's make it so that we're all successful, right? So the best way to succeed is for all of us to work together, right? So all right, so I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you in a little bit. I'll bring you into the fitness piece of it. We'll go through the fitness piece of it, and then, like I said, then we'll go talk about the weight loss. All right. All right, we're out for my walk. So we're going to do a walk and talk, and I'll tell you how my steps went and for the week, and how my exercise went for the week. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully everything is going okay in the camera here. Some weird message came up on it, so we'll see how that goes here in a second. But so I wanted to say that I think I did pretty good. So as I said in the beginning of this, so I'm doing this on Thursday instead of Friday, so I'm gonna go from Friday to Thursday, so I'll cover the whole entire week. So I thought that would be a kind of a cool thing to do. See how I'm doing it a day early because of the holiday weekend here in the U.S. If you're watching it from overseas, it's a Labor Day weekend, so we have Monday off. So my wife and I took Friday off. So again, we're making a long weekend of it. So last Friday I finished the week out last Friday with 17,116 steps. So generally Friday's usually a pretty strong day for me. I'm not sure why, but it generally is. Then the weekend's kind of a rest more. So on Saturday I only did 5,338 steps. On Sunday I did 8,929 steps. Then on Monday I did 16,575 steps. And on Tuesday I did 14,943 steps. And again on Wednesday, which is September 1st, which is the first day of Derek's Journey Step Challenge that I'm part of. So I take it that these steps on Wednesday will count towards the challenge. So I did 14,278. So pretty good day. Now today, as it stands right now, Thursday, I'm at 11,633. So by the time I get done with this walk, I'll probably be I would say somewhere around the 1,300 mark. Then I may walk a little bit later after I get home, walk around the neighborhood. We'll see how I feel. I have some things to do to try to get ready for the weekend when I get home. So I'm trying to do that as well. Plus I gotta edit this video and get it out so it goes out Saturday, or maybe put it out Friday, I don't know, we'll see. Now the other big part of this, and I was like I said, I was watching that Maria Emmerich, and she was talking about the 10 reasons people fail at doing keto. And of course, or at least having issues with stalling or starting to slide backwards. And one of the things was sleep, right? So so last week I did much better on my sleep than I had in prior weeks. I would say this week was probably kind of sliding back to that old routine. You know, you kind of get used to going to bed at a certain time and watching the news and all that stuff, and then going to bed versus going to bed a half hour or an hour earlier. So that's something that I've been trying to do. I did pretty good when I tried it. Then last week I really wasn't thinking of it this past week, so I just kind of went right back to my old routine, right? So if you don't change your behavior just stays the same, right? So nobody to blame but myself. But no big deal. You know, I feel good. I don't feel tired or anything. How you doing? So you notice I'm smiling and saying hi to people. Make sure you guys are doing that as well when you're out and about. That would be really, really greatly appreciated. Makes everybody in the world a better place, right? So so it worked out so that if you look at the Fitbit, it gives you a score. So Fridays, I got an 82 Friday night. Saturday night I got an 84. So I slept good on Friday night. I slept good on Saturday night. Sunday I got a 74. That's generally a night that I usually stay up a little later, and then I get up and go to work early. So it's a tough week. And then Monday night was the same thing. You know, I probably should have gone to bed a little earlier. And then Tuesday I got an 80 out of the score. So an 80, you get an 80, it's about 6.5 hours sleep. And it's mostly when you're getting a good night's rest. So it was a good sleep, right? And then on Wednesday night I got an 82, which was a really good night's sleep as well. But then last night, for some reason, I went to bed, and for some reason I woke up, and for some reason I had a tough time going back to sleep, and I ended up, after laying there for quite a while, I just passed the 12,000 mark. You can see that on my watch. And you know, just couldn't go back to sleep. So after laying there for about an hour or 45 minutes, I got up and went and had my coffee and started getting ready for work. So I don't know, we'll continue to address it and continue to see how we do. You know, we'll work on it. That's one of my biggest things that I need to work on is that the sleep patterns. And you know, I get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work, so I got to go to bed maybe a half hour earlier or an hour earlier than I am to make sure I'm getting a good 7.5, 8 hours of sleep. So you know, now it's averaging around 6.5. So I think I'm gonna work on that and try to get that better. Gym, did the gym 3 days this week so far. I probably won't be going tomorrow because I think we're gonna go somewhere, go do something. So we have to see about that. We think we're gonna go up to Cambrai. We'll see. We haven't really decided. Everybody's kind of a little skittish about being around the crowds and stuff at other places and stuff. So we'll see. We haven't made up our minds yet totally. So we like to go do something, whether we'll go do day trips or whether we go somewhere for a few days, or we're gonna play it by ear and kind of decide what we do. Maybe we'll go out in a car, just get in the car and go, and then when we decide to stay the night somewhere, we'll stay the night. So a lot of cool places to go here. So So that's one of the great options about being here. So you will notice that, like I said, I know I said it in the earlier part too as well, that when you see the gym part of it here, there's just a couple of short clips. It was ab day, so I thought I'm trying to do different things. So I was kind of working some of my abs. So it was just a few of the exercises, not all of them, just a couple of them, and just one rep. So you'll see that I took the music out. I should say I took the sound out because of the fact that I got hit by copyrights the last 2 times that I filmed in the gym. Last time I took the music out and I put other music over the top that was free music, but I still got dinged for copyright. So I don't know. So I got to figure that out. That's my issue, but I'll figure it out. So that's where we are so far with the gym. You know, just it's a beautiful day here. It's been a beautiful week actually for walking and stuff. It's probably been mid to low 70s all week. Next week's going to be a little warmer. Going to be up in the upper 70s. About this time when I walk, about 6 o'clock in the evening, it's about 70 degrees out, 72 degrees out. So it's actually a really nice time. So I don't know how much longer I can do it before it'll start getting dark. Another month or two, I guess. But so that's kind of where we are with our fitness. You know, we'll talk about how you doing? You know, we'll talk about the eating part of it here in a few minutes. You know, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. You know, so I'm out here walking far for you, so you know, hit that thumbs up for me. And I'm just kidding. So. But no, I really would appreciate it. So if you could hit that, that would be great. You know, and all right, we'll talk to you in the next segment or after the next segment. You're gonna go see so you see my workouts, and then we'll show you my weight, scales, and I also have a trend chart that we will review, and then we'll talk about my weight. All right, see you in a few. All right, so here's my weight loss tracking that I've been doing for June and July and August till the first week of September. So I'm down, I think, 9.5 pounds to 9.6 pounds right now. So doing okay. I'm only 6 pounds away from my goal. Labor Day weekend this weekend. We'll see how that has. You'll see what happened on 4th of July last time. So we'll see what this holiday brings. So doing pretty good. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you continue to watch, and we'll talk more about it. Hey everybody, we're back. We're going to talk a little bit about my weight and how I did. So what do you think? I had a really good week, right? So I'm down 2.8 pounds. So really good week. It just kind of, things clicked together this week, and they came together, and I was amazed. I stepped on a scale 3 times to check it. So it's, I was very happy. So that makes, since I started this next trend down, I've dropped 9.6 pounds. So as you saw on the trend chart, I've been pretty steady about coming down. I did change a few things up this week, and we'll go through that, and we'll talk a little bit about what did I change. And this week that kind of helped, I think, push me a little bit. So as I said, last Friday I finished up, I did 16 carbs for the day, so I had a good day. Usually Monday through Fridays are always really pretty good because of the fact just busy and active, and between work and working out and walking, and it's easy to keep yourself busy and keep yourself occupied so you don't eat, right? So I'm one of those people, when I'm sitting around and I'm bored, I eat. So if I keep busy, I don't think about food, and I don't even worry about it. So and then on Saturday I only did 18 out of 22 net total carbs. So again, I'm going to stress it, I do total carbs, I don't do net carbs, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the end here. But so I do total carbs. So I had 18 out of 22 total carbs. And then on Sunday, I had 16 out of 22 total carbs. And usually those are the days that, if you've seen my past videos, that I go over. It seems like every weekend I go over. And this weekend I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to it. We have next weekend, it's the holiday weekend coming up, and I know I'll probably gain on that weekend. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to behave myself. But more than likely, if we go out somewhere or something else, you don't know what you're getting in the restaurant. You don't know what the seasonings are or anything else. So so you don't know what you're getting. So there's a little bit of a mystery to it, but I'm going to try to do my best to continue doing it. But this past weekend I said I'm going to do really good, and my wife was on board and really helped me a lot. So we did it. And then on Monday I had 17 out of 22 carbs, and then on Tuesday I did 12 out of 22 carbs. So again, I ate less, and I also ate much higher protein on those days, as I kind of whittled down. And then yesterday was the first day of, I started doing that protein sparing modified fast. So yesterday was the first day of it. Actually, I did it on Tuesday as well. And I kind of played around with it a little bit on Monday as well, just to kind of get used to it. So that was really the big thing that I changed. I'm not sure where I am with my macros today. I haven't put in my dinner yet, although I've eaten. I have put in my lunch and my my breakfast. I'll see if Carb Manager loaded up. So today all I had was, I had a bulletproof coffee. That's generally what I do. I had some of that protein sparing modified Wonder Bread that I made about a week ago. I'll put the video up here. So if you want to watch how I make it, it was nothing special. I think Janet makes it a lot better. I think Wendy on Loving It on Keto makes it a lot better. There's a few other people that make it a lot better than I do. So I'm going to make another swag at it here sometime in the near future here. So I don't know whether it'll be bread, but it was something that I can use like that. So then I ate some Applegate's natural Black Forest ham, 3 slices of it, which is 0 carbs. The Applegate is about the cleanest I can find for lunch meat. That and the Watsons, the Denzel Watsons are really good too. They're usually pretty clean. They have no sugar added, and they're not cured with sugar. And then I had a couple of slices of cheddar cheese, and then I had a Zevia cola with it. So It wasn't a big. So right now for the day so far, I've only done 2 carbs for the day. So I had a double cheeseburger with bacon on it tonight on top of a Outer Isles sandwich thins. I had 2 of them. So I know they're 1 carb a piece, and so I'm going to end up with pretty low carbs today. But I just want to say, so I started doing that protein sparing modified fast. I thought it would be pretty easy just to kind of jump into it and do it. And I have a lot of 0 carb foods, so it's easy to eat 0 carbs. But I'll tell you, when you start diving into it, it's 0. I mean, it's 10 total carbs. I'm sorry, 10 total carbs, and then your fat can't be over 30 grams. So you can't go over 30 on your fat. And that's hard. So because if you're eating pepperoni, you're eating, like, I bought some meat sticks at Costco, and they have a lot of fat in them. So I bought them because they're really good for keto, but they're not so good for this protein sparing modified fast. So I'm finding out some of that, some of the like the hamburger and the sausage and other stuff like that. It's not necessarily really good for this protein sparing modified fat. You got to buy the leaner meats, right? So you got to get ground beef that's 93% lean, or you're going to have to buy chicken breasts. And you're used to, I like the chicken, the dark meat and stuff, because it's a lot more tasty to me anyway. Like the wings and the legs and the thighs, and especially the thighs. But so when you're on the protein sparing modified fast days, I won't be able to eat stuff like that. So it's going to be a change, right? So what I'm going to do is, if you look at Loving a Keto, they have a calendar up there, and they're doing it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I did the same thing. I created a calendar just like that. I'm not going to share it with you because it's really their idea and their calendar. Because I just kind of copied it for myself. I did change it so that my keto days, I'm going to still do the 22 net carbs as well. Also, when you're doing the protein sparing modified fast, no dairy. So one of the things I want to talk about, so I watched that Maria Emmerich, the interview that she did or the presentation she did, and I'll put the link down below, at the Ketocon about a year ago. She did it. And one of the things she talked about was she has a macro tracker that she does, and it talks about the stalls that people have and why they're not successful doing keto. And one of the things she talks about was the fiber that's in all of the food today that you buy in the breads that you buy, like at Aldi's or Costco or a lot of the other foods that we buy and stuff like that. The food industry has found fibers that they can put in because of net carbs, we minus them, but they don't mind it. They don't go through your body. They react to your body. They cause insulin spikes, or they cause the glucose to the food to turn to fat, and it causes stalls, and it causes people not to lose weight, or it causes it to slow way down to almost nothing. So she said that that's one of the main reasons that people are not successful on it, or they can't, they get to a point where they can't lose any weight. There's a lot of hydrogenated fats in it and stuff, that's the fat that goes around like your liver and your kidneys and your organs and stuff. That's in those breads as well. So you got to be really, really careful when you're eating that kind of stuff. So if you're eating it for health, just be cautious of it. She recommends that you do not minus the fiber from foods today, because the food companies have figured out ways around it. So don't minus the fiber from the foods. Do total carbs. She recommends total carbs. So if you watch it, and like I said, I put the link down. She gives like 10 different reasons out. Another one was dairy. Dairy causes stalls. It causes you to slow down for other reasons and stuff. So, and she's kind of the one that kind of really, she's been doing this for like 25 years. She's been doing this forever. So she's been doing it a really, really long time. So she's knows a lot. She's learned a lot, and she's done a lot of different styles and a lot of different things, and coached a lot of people. And I know she's worked with Holly Berry and some others, and she has a video out there with her and Holly Berry are making a keto pudding. And so there's just she has some, I think she has some knowledge and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty good. She talked pretty intelligently. And again, I'll put the link down. You take it for a grain of salt. She talks a lot about eating healthy and stuff of that nature. Eating wholesome foods versus eating a lot of the stuff that is a science program or something like that. So, but anyway, so I just kind of thought that was interesting. Again, I'm gonna do the protein sparing modified fast. I know Janet's doing it as well, and she's having huge success with it up in Canada. So I'll put her link down to her page too, as well as Loving It on Keto on their page down there, as well as Maria Emmerich's page down there as well. So 3 references that you can go to and kind of see what they're doing and kind of get information. I like Janet. Janet does a great job cooking and explaining things, and the way she does the cameras and stuff like that is really, really good. So, of course, Harry and Wendy over at Loving It on Keto they're entertaining, so they make it entertaining, they make it fun as well. So both of them all 3 of them are really, really good. So go out there and watch them all, check them out, get good information about if you're going to do this. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, because no dairy, that means I can't have my bulletproof coffee yesterday. No fats, right? So no MTC oil, no ghee in my coffee. It was just collagen and black coffee, and that's it. That's all it was. And I put turmeric in it, and I'll tell you, the turmeric is usually mixed in with the other stuff, and you don't taste it very much. And just being that black coffee, boy, could you really taste it. So it's going to take a little getting used to that. I'm only going to do it 3 days a week. They said that this is a short-term thing, so you only do this to lose weight. I'm 6 pounds away from my goal right now, so I'm down to 186. My goal is 180. So when I hit that, I'm going to stop doing the protein-sparing modified fast. Again, on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm still going to do just my regular 22 total carbs, like I always have been doing right along for this whole summer. And then on Sunday, I'm going to up my total carbs to 30, and then I'll do 30, so that way there I can replenish them and I can have a little bit different. I can treat myself, maybe have a little bit of ice cream or something like that as well. Although I think I have a treat coming up for you. If you either want some even lower carb ice cream coming up, I think I have a treat for you. So hopefully you look at it. Give me your comments down below. What do you think? Watch Maria's thing and kind of comment what you think. It made a lot of sense to me. I'm not the world's smartest person. I'm not the world expert at this or anything else, but it kind of makes sense to me. So that's why I kind of changed my diet this week, and I lost 2.8 pounds this week. So I've been kind of averaging about a half a pound a week. This kind of took it to the next step, and I think it kind of helped release some of that extra stuff. So we'll see. I'm going to continue to trend it. We'll go through this month and see how it goes, and hopefully in another 3 or 4 weeks I hit my goal, and I'm good for my vacation in Hawaii with my wife, and we'll have a great time on the beach, and so hey, you guys have a great day. Remember, you guys are special. You guys are awesome. You guys are just fantastic. You're the best. I couldn't do this without you. You guys help me motivate myself. You really help keep me on track. You make me feel good about myself. I want to thank you so much for doing all that stuff for me. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Keep smiling. Be happy. Don't let things get you down. When you're down, let us know. We can all help you. Let's stick together as a community, because as a community, we're much stronger than we are by ourselves. So I'll talk to you next time.